aliens mocked human pets until one went berserk protecting its owner. The station's marketplace was alive with colors, scents, and voices from 100 worlds. Traders called out in deep guttural tones, advertising wares of silk, minerals, or bioengineered delicacies. Lights shimmered on the curved glass ceiling where the stars of the Torvan system twinkled beyond. Among the crowd walked Elira, one of the few humans allowed this deep into alien territory. She was slight, dressed in practical station garb, her red hair tied back in a braid. To most, she was just another merchant's assistant. But what drew eyes and laughter was the creature trotting beside her. A dog. A medium-sized one, with black fur and sharp ears, his tail wagging as he padded loyally at her side. He wore no armor, no implants, no translator unit. Just a simple collar and his own toothy grin. The laughter started softly, then grew. "Look at it," sneered a four-armed Zalek, its mandibles clacking. "The human carries livestock through the market." Another alien, taller and scaled, hissed with amusement. "No livestock. A parasite. A thing that eats scraps. Is it food, human? Or toy?" Elira's jaw tightened, but she kept walking. Her dog, Kato, growled low in his throat. The sound made several aliens pause, just briefly, but when they saw his wagging tail, they resumed mocking. "Pathetic," said a merchant from the Vrask Dominion. "We tame warbeasts, armored lizards that can tear steel. And you drag around fur with teeth." Kato's ears flicked back. His amber eyes scanned the crowd, his body tense. "Easy, boy," Elira murmured, resting a hand on his back. The aliens laughed harder. The wrong target. It might have ended there, a day of insults ignored, another memory to swallow, but the Vrask merchant stepped closer. His scaled hand darted down, seizing Kato's collar. "Let me show you how worthless it is," he hissed, yanking hard. Kato yelped, his body thrown against the floor. The crowd chuckled, some leaning in for the show. That was when Elira spoke, her voice cold. "Let him go." The merchant sneered. "Or what, human? Will your pet beg for you?" The laughter echoed. Kato's growl deepened. The hair along his spine stood bristled. His amber eyes locked onto the alien's throat. And then something in him snapped. The next sound wasn't laughter. It was screaming. Berserk. Kato moved faster than any eye could track. One moment, he was pinned to the floor. The next, his teeth were buried deep in the Vrask merchant's scaled arm. The alien shrieked, its thick armor-like hide splitting under the force of jaws designed by evolution not for decoration, but for killing. Blood sprayed across the market floor. Kato tore free, lunged again, this time for the throat. The Vrask stumbled back, flailing with all four limbs, but the dog clung like fire. His snarls echoed, primal, unrelenting. The crowd panicked. Some scrambled away, others shouted. The Zalek who had mocked first leapt forward, but Kato whirled, teeth snapping, forcing it back. In seconds, the mockery turned to chaos. The Protector. Elira didn't move to stop him. She stood tall, voice ringing through the market. "You wanted to see what my pet is worth. Watch closely." Kato planted himself in front of her, chest heaving, teeth bared. His black fur bristled like a storm cloud. Another alien, massive and armored, raised a shock staff. "Control it, human, or we will kill." The staff never struck. Kato leapt, jaws locking onto the alien's wrist. With a twist and crunch, bones shattered. The weapon clattered to the floor. The armored giant howled, staggering. Kato's muzzle dripped blood, his eyes wild but sharp, focused only on the threats circling his human. The market erupted. Traders scrambled for cover. Security drones buzzed awake, sirens flashing red. But even the drones hesitated, unsure of how to subdue the whirlwind of fur and fury. Evolution's reminder. Aliens had forgotten. They had forgotten that Earth was called a death world, a place where survival was war every single day. They had forgotten that creatures like dogs had evolved not just beside humans, but for humans, pack hunters who defended their own with tooth and devotion. Cato was no war beast engineered in a lab. He was something far older. A predator sharpened by millions of years, bound by loyalty deeper than any biochip could force. He didn't fight for territory. He didn't fight for orders. He fought for Elira. And that made him unstoppable. The standoff. By the time station guards arrived, 3 aliens lay writhing on the floor, bleeding, broken, humiliated. Cato stood over them, chest rising and falling, lips curled in a warning snarl. His fur was slick with blood that wasn't his. The guards, insectoid with chittering limbs, raised their shock rifles uncertainly. "Restrain the beast," one buzzed. "It is dangerous." Elira stepped forward, placing a steady hand on Cato's back. He didn't move, but his growl deepened at the guards. Her voice carried calm steel. "He's only dangerous to those who threaten me. If you fire, he will not stop until you are all on the floor." The guards hesitated. Around them, the crowd of merchants cowered, eyes wide. Their laughter had long since died. One whispered, "It is only an animal." "No," another answered, trembling. "It is humans, pack brother." Aftermath. The guards chose restraint. They backed away slowly, lowering their weapons. Elira gave Cato a soft command. "Heal." Instantly, as though a switch flipped, his body relaxed. The fury drained from him, replaced with calm obedience. He padded to her side, muzzle still dripping, but eyes bright and alert. The sudden shift unsettled the aliens more than the violence itself. He wasn't a berserk monster, he was controlled, disciplined, loyal. Elira looked at the trembling Vrask merchant clutching his torn arm. "Remember this the next time you laugh at what humans call pets. They are not slaves. They are family. And family protects." She turned, Cato trotting beside her, tail once again wagging. The crowd parted in silence. No one laughed. No one mocked. Epilogue. That night, across the station, the story spread. Traders whispered of the small human and her beast of teeth and devotion. They whispered of how he fought not for himself, but for her, and how no chains nor claws could stop him. The mocking stopped. From then on, whenever humans walked the station with their pets, aliens gave them space. They remembered the blood on the floor, the amber eyes burning with protective fire. And they learned a lesson written in fear. On a death world called Earth, even the smallest companion could become the deadliest protector.